Hey guys, so jumping right into the video, as you can see I am making this wig on a sewing machine, and the first thing I did was went ahead and started doubling my wefts. Now I will say this was the second time that I had made a wig on the sewing machine. The first time I did not use this open foot presser foot that you see I'm using currently. I did use a presser foot that came with the sewing machine. It's the kind of narrow one with the smaller hole that is very hard to see. And I will say this presser foot, the open toe that you see in this video, was way easier to use, and it helped so much in sewing my tracks together, along with sewing the wig together. It made it so much easier. So I highly suggest it. If you're going to try this method on the sewing machine, go ahead and get you this open foot presser. So as you can see, I just made sure the wefts were really close together. I did stop at some points to make sure they were still aligned, and I went at my speed. Don't try to rush this. If you feel like it's getting out of control, stop, reset, and start over. But they sewed together easily, and it was awesome. So next, I went ahead and put my lace closure, and as you can see, I did over bleach my knots a little bit. The lace closure does take very easy, and I will tell you about that a little later in the video when I tell you what hair I got. But went ahead and put the lace closure on the dome cap. I made sure it was flat all the way around. I went ahead and traced the lace closure around the head. Now, I have seen some people sew on the closure and then go ahead and sew on the bundles. I also have seen some people take it off, as you can see I'm doing here, and then just keep the guideline and then sew on the lace closure last. So that's what I did. And I went ahead and moved it in because when you cut off the end of the lace closure, the little pieces that are on the end, it does kind of protrude in a little more. So I figured that if I didn't cut that off, it will be a little wide. So I drew the lines in on the lace closure. Sorry, some of this is also out of frame, but all I'm doing here is going ahead and making my lines, my guidelines, and this is just going to help you stay on track of when you're sewing your tracks onto the cap. Now you can see you want to try to make these as straight as you can, and you can see that on some of it when I get back in frame. And again, I'm so sorry guys, but you can see that I have X's on some of them, and that's because those lines weren't straight. So I went back in and had to correct those lines so that I can get them straight as possible, because if you don't, your wig will be very wavy and lumpy, and I learned that the first time. So this is so hard, y'all. I'm not even gonna lie, like, it is so hard to make a wig on the sewing machine, and it just takes practice. So do not get discouraged. Just practice, and it will get better, because I promise you this wig was like perfect when I got finished with it. Like, there was some things that I did learn and I know to do differently, but I feel like I did a great job, like, for this to be the second time making a wig on the sewing machine. So what I'm doing here, I just line up the first track with the first line on the wig cap that I made, and I am sewing. Now you will see my left hand kind of pull, not necessarily pull, but flatten out, I'll say. Flatten out the cap, because you don't want it all bunched up. You want it to be as flat as possible. That way when you're sewing your tracks, it's going to be flat as possible. Otherwise, if it's not, it will be lumpy again. So this takes practice with getting it lined up. It was so hard to get it lined up, but I got it, and it just takes practice to sew it on the sewing machine. So again, don't give up, keep practicing. And I just kept on sewing the tracks on the lines until I got up to the top of the cap. So here guys, I'm just showing you how my tracks are looking once I have almost halfway sewing it on the sewing machine. As you can see, they're pretty flat. In this clip here, I just showed you the finished wig. All I did was hand sew the lace closure and then sewed on the last track, and I did not sew them together. That way, if I ever need to change out the closure, I can. And as you can see here, I just threw my wig on. All I have under it is a wig cap. I did not put on any makeup. And I'm just taking a spray bottle just with water in it. I do not put any products inside of my water, and I just go ahead and wet my hair. I didn't wet it to where it's soaking. I just wet it really to kind of maintain the hair, because it does kind of get bigger once the hair dries. So I just, to keep it all kind of seamless and flat together, I just spray it down with water, and that's it. Hey guys, so welcome to my channel, and as you can tell from the title of the video, we are talking about this Her Hair Company hair. So as you can tell from the intro of this video, I did make this unit on a sewing machine. I use a dome mesh cap. I ordered a 18, 20, and 22 inch plus a 14 inch lace closure in the texture body wave. No, I ordered an 18, 20, and 22 plus a 14 inch closure in the texture Brazilian Wavy from Her Hair Company. And this is my second time ordering from Her Hair Company. The first time I ordered maybe like 2 years ago, and this was the first video that I ever did on my channel. So if you see that video, that's how long ago I've ordered from Her Hair Company, and that texture was a straight texture, and I still have that hair to this day, and it's still doing amazing. So I've been eyeing some wavy hair. I had looked at Kendra's Hair Boutique and saw some mixed reviews. I also saw some mixed reviews on Her Hair Company Brazilian Wavy, but I know the reputation with their hair from when I ordered years ago, so I figured I would give them a try. So I went ahead and ordered it. Shipping was pretty easy and simple. Didn't have any issues. I saw a lot of people on YouTube run into some issues when they had ordered their hair. I didn't run into any issues. I ordered it I think on a Sunday, and I got it like Thursday, so 4 business days. It came, got it. It didn't have a smell. I did notice when I pulled the weft, and it was a 22 inch bundle. When I pulled it out of the package, the little clear plastic bag it comes in, the ends looked very like dry, and I'll try to insert footage if I took it. If I didn't, I'm sorry, but it was very dry. And I also noticed in one of the bundles there was blue like filler hair or yarn that was sewed into the wefts. I don't know what that's about, because I don't recall having any of those issues when I ordered my straight hair years ago. I have heard again from other YouTubers and who did reviews on this hair that they may have, hair company may have changed their vendor, so the quality isn't up to par. Anywho, when I ordered previously, I didn't have any issues with the hair being dry or having any fillers or blue strands like you would see in hair store hair. This time I did. So that made me a little questionable as I was, you know, working with the hair and making my wig on the sewing machine. I did cut the wefts on this because I did make this unit on the sewing machine, so I wanted to be as flat as possible, so I did cut my wefts. I haven't received any excess shedding. I have heard people have mixed reviews again on it about the hair shedding a lot. I haven't had any shedding. I do, like, I'm running my hand through it now. Well, okay, so I got one strand. I don't know if you can see that. I don't know if you can see that, but I got one strand. Oh, I got 1, 2, 3, 4. So I got 4 strands that time when I ran my hands through. Didn't get any this time. I got again 1 on that side. So I mean, the hair does shed. It's not excessive though. It's not like I'm walking around and my hair is just literally falling off my head. It's not that at all. And this hair is so low maintenance. The only thing, as you can see, only thing I do is wet this hair, and I don't even wet it every day. Sometimes I'll wet it, other days I don't wet it, and I'm out the door. The lace closure, it did well. I did bleach the knots, and I just throw a wig cap on, and I'll try to get a little closer so you can see. But the lace closure did bleach well. I didn't have any issues bleaching this. I did kind of over bleach my knots a little bit, but then went back and fixed it because it developed really fast. And I've worked with AliExpress closures before, and usually I will let the developer and the powder sit on there for about 20 minutes. I had only let the 40 volume developer and the powder sit on this closure for like 15 minutes, and it over bleached. So if you are going to get this closure, I would say very watch it very closely, because the lace closure does turn really fast. I think it's like looking good on my scalp. Like, again, I don't have any makeup. I did bleach it. I plucked it a little bit. Didn't pluck it a lot. It didn't come pre-plucked, so I did have to go in and pluck it. I know a lot of people also said the texture of the closure didn't match the frontal, and I feel like mine matches pretty well. And again, I didn't even wet all my hair, so I just really wet the frontal really, because I don't, or the closure. This is a 4x4 closure. I just wet the closure because it was getting a little poofy, and the bundles were fine. But it didn't come with a smell. I did co-wash and shampoo this hair, and I've been wearing this wig literally on and off since I got the hair, so roughly 2 weeks. I don't sleep in my wigs. I take them off at night, so I cannot tell you how this hair will react if you have this in your hair all day, every day, 24/7. This hair isn't dry. It's very soft either. So, and even like, I know I said my ends were a little dry. They're I don't know, they don't feel dry, but they were dry when I first got them. So I've washed this hair once, and I've co-washed it twice. I have not put any products in this hair. I lied, I did. Sometimes if I wash it or co-wash it and I need to get it flat, I will use the Cara wax stick and a hot comb to lay my closure flat. And then I will use some type of edge control to do my edges. But again, that's not even every day, because I like to mold them down and then just put my wig on my wig head, and then the next day just plop it on. And as you can see, this is not glued down. It's off my head, so all I literally do every day is slap this bad boy on, wet it if I need to, and I am out the door. So this hair has been amazing so far. I haven't got any issues. It is very soft, it's flowy. I've received so many compliments on my hair, and people ask me where I got my hair from. You know how they stare at you, they just look, and you can see them looking at your hair, and then you're like, your hair's cute, where'd you get it from? I'll be like, so I've gotten a lot of that. But again, it sheds, nothing excessively, nothing that I can't deal with. It's not like I'm in the bed with my husband and he's like, dang girl, get your hair. None of that. Or I'm walking and it's falling out. None of that. As you can see when I went through it on camera, I got a couple of strands. Even now when I'm running my hands through it, I have not got any strands. And I cut my wefts to make the unit, so I don't get any tangling in the nape. I literally can rub my hands through without any snags at all. As you can see, like, I'm not getting any snags at all. So this hair has been amazing. So far it's only been 2 weeks, so you know, but again, I expect high quality from her hair company, because I've ordered from them years ago and I still have that hair, and it's still flowy, it's still bouncy, and it's still doing everything I needed to do. So again, I've ordered from them. I was a little skeptical because I did hear mixed reviews, but so far it has been good. I will try to keep you guys updated on this hair if you would like, so go ahead and leave me a comment and let me know if you would like for me to update you on this hair, and I will definitely do so. So thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it. Go ahead and hit that like button, leave me a comment, and let me know if you ordered from them before and how is your hair holding up. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and I will talk to you guys in the next one. Bye.